Hello there from behind the yellow line. This is Trammin episode 97. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend, and he's got the wrong idea, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is common misconceptions.
Wrong just seems so right.
Till the spark of the intro's light.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just, I don't know. It's been a weird kind of Monday. Really busy at work. Like I came home late. It's been a day. But overall, I'm doing good. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm alive. I'm well. And that's all we can really ask for.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct.
We're alive and breathing. So let's clear the air with
Housekeeping.
You're confused for a second?
If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast, where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, references, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and my favorite, YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show and to message us, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram or email us at tramminpodcast@gmail.com. And you can find these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. So it's time for You're Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments. Rain, cue up that corrections music. All right, so we got a lot. We got a lot in here.
We got a lot of writings this week, dude.
Yeah. So Hector writes in, says, I think you're wrong with the Hunchback TV series. I was wrong. There was no Hunchback TV series.
Dude, I was wrong too, right?
I don't remember it completely. I think what happened was I got confused with, like, there was a sequel, there was a Kingdom Hearts game.
Mm-hmm.
They made cameos, right? So it's just like I had seen enough of them where I thought there was a TV show.
Yeah,
but there was a sequel. Right? Yeah.
It seemed like every single 90s animated movie from Disney came with a TV show. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. What was it? Hercules? We were talking about it last week.
Yeah, this is, maybe a misconception on our part.
Yeah.
So Joey writes in, why not retheme Tomorrowland to Wreck-It Ralph, like breaks the internet, and update it over time? And I responded to him and I said, you know how I feel about the internet these days. Let's not. But nice try. Jimny wrote in and he said that Lion King animals are not the anthropomorphic style, but he called it a feral style, and that immediately sounded suspicious to me. A certain type of suspicious. So I looked it up to confirm my suspicions, and as far as I can tell, now I don't know if this is what it's actually called, or like if it's just not called this and I'm wrong, or he's wrong, or if this was what it was called, but these people of the internet have taken over the Google search results. But if you search for that word, everything that comes up is furry related.
I see.
And that's what I thought. See. And, it is what it is. I don't know if that's the animation style or not, but it is definitely furry related. So we're going to go with they are extra cartoonified anthropomorphic animals.
Let's do. Yeah, there you go, dude. That sounds good.
Yeah. We'll go. We'll go with audio anthropomorphic. Like animatronic. We'll just I don't know.
Is that what Walt Disney would have called them? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. What would Walt think? You know what?
He'd have thoughts, dude.
Refreeze me. So Drink Up Disney writes in, another fun episode, missing movies. But I have two things. One, I'm one of those that loves Pocahontas. And while I know Splash is getting a Tiana makeover, I still think it would be way better if it became Pocahontas.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it would fit so perfectly with the Just Around the Riverbend theme. I think it would.
I would. I agree.
And he said, tell your friend who thinks the show is too long to listen on 1.5 speed. It only takes a couple of days to get used to. Then it sounds completely normal. And I said, Kimmy does that. And don't do that, please. I don't know.
I tried it. After we got that message, I tried it myself, dude. And that's weird.
Okay, look,
It's weird.
Things I have to watch. I've like done that. But not podcasts, because like part of the reason you listen to a podcast is for some reason those people's voices, right? They're the voice in your head every week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Ryan wrote in and said there was a Hunchback show in Big Thunder Ranch called Festival of Fools, and I looked it up. This was like it was a center stage show. They did this in Big Thunder Ranch and backstage in '96 through April 98, but less than 2 years. Rain, did you click on this?
No.
It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. What the heck?
In an amazing way.
Yeah.
But apparently it ended just because like Hunchback hype was just dying down.
Huh.
Yeah, but that was amazing. And it wasn't Fantasyland Theater. That was like Big Thunder Ranch and backstage area.
That's wild, dude. When was this again? When did you say?
I looked it up. It started summer '96 till April '98.
Jeez.
So Disney's entertainment in the '90s was pretty good,
top notch.
Yeah. And he said the cookies are back at Trader Joe's. You know, the chocolate chip cookies that you could bake.
Oh heck yeah,
Nice. Kevin wrote in. He said he has seen Pocahontas in Frontierland. So is Kimmy. Just wondering. He said he saw her by the Frontierland store, Westward Ho, I assume.
Got it.
And then he also he's just on top of this float game. Golden Horseshoe has a strawberry and Sprite float for Valentine's Day. So strawberry ice cream, not vanilla.
Kevin, are you a float connoisseur? That's what I want to know. Or like a sommelier for floats?
Float fanatic or a float
fan?
Yeah, fan of floats.
Fan of floats.
Yeah. I was gonna. Never mind. Okay. Christian with a K writes in, said definitely shout out to the Barbie movies. No shame, watch them by myself. There also used to be a Barbie snowboarding game on PC around 2000-ish. Very good games when Mattel and Hasbro were making video games.
What?
Andrea writes in and said, I mean, as you guys are going through missing movies, it's like every big non-Pixar movie that came out in the 90s, except Little Mermaid, is missing. Not that millennials need more incentive to go to the parks, but there is some real childhood nostalgia that Disney is missing out on serving to millennials. Where's Aladdin? Total Aladdin stan, not even limited to the animated version. She even saw the live action one twice in theaters.
Yikes. Yeah, not a fan of that live. I mean, it was fine. Live action was fine, but I understand the Aladdin stan.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Just the live action.
Just live action anything is like...
Yeah, it's just, it's how it is. And Trey writes in, said, I believe the Cuphead style animation is called rubber hose animation, which it totally is. That was what I was thinking of, because I said noodle or something, right?
Yeah.
And rubber hose, it was like,
it's that.
Yeah, he scratched the itch in my head. And then I said also Crystal Cove Shake Shack has some pretty good shakes and burgers. We stopped by there on our last Disney trip. I'll probably try the shake at some point. I just did not at the time. But,
One day.
Yeah. So that is all we got for You're Right. So, yeah, we'll do it in this segment. So let's get in some news. I hope that sounded loud and glorious for everyone.
For me, chef's kiss.
As promised, I fixed it. I don't even have to change the volume slider anymore.
Wow.
What I did was I just mousekeeping's the scary loud one, right? So
Yeah.
I threw that into Audacity and threw the news into Audacity and then hit normalize on the news. So it brought it up to the
Nice.
mousekeeping level and then deleted mousekeeping out of it.
Nice.
So yeah, there's some behind the yellow line for all you. But this week, everyone, I have headlines for you. So first headline, a frosty flight. Get a flight of flavors, 4 flavors at Salt and Straw since it's Vegan Indulgence Month in January.
What's
So you can-
vegan indulgence?
Indulgent, but like vegan.
But there's a month.
So they have. I think it's like at Salt and Straw. It's vegan.
Oh,
Indulgence Month.
okay.
Not national.
Yeah.
You know, we made this up. Something.
Yeah.
So you can try 4 vegan flavors in a flight. I think you could try 4 other flavors too. I'm not sure, but it's like a square, like with a cross in it, and you
That's cool.
you could try 4 flavors. So
Yeah,
'cause
nice.
that's what you want to do there. Otherwise, you know, you get it's called not the half scoop. What's the thing? The split scoop. Split scoop.
They have
You ever
that, dude. I don't go to Salt and Straw very often, to tell you the truth.
So basically, if you want 2 flavors, but you don't want 2 giant scoops,
Mm-hmm.
you buy a split scoop, and it's like an extra 50 cents, and they put 2 flavors, but like 1 scoop's worth, but it's slightly more.
Got it. That's
So
cool.
you can have
That's a
2
great idea.
flavors, yeah. Because the 2 scoops there is like, forget health. It's just like too much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Next headline, a new ESPN zone. ESPN will broadcast from Disneyland during Super Bowl week, February 9th through 13th. Don't know
Huh.
why.
Huh.
I don't know why. I don't know where.
I mean,
Uh,
it's just because it's ESPN, dude. ESPN Zone, the original. Will they be there?
They said from Disneyland.
Mm.
Yeah, like the land. So look out for them.
Where do when they do like Good Morning America and stuff, where do they usually go? Is it the Tangled Fantasyland area?
I've seen them do Paradise Pier. Yeah, I've seen them do just that little area right there.
Yeah.
In that corner where the donuts used to be. RIP. So who knows? Look out and send it to us. Number 3, look out for Magic Key merch. There's a sipper. Custom phone cases, the D-Tech thing.
That's cute. That's cool.
Those postcards that we mentioned. There's sunglasses. They're red and have a little key on the side.
And these are free, right?
Yes. The phone cases are not free.
Oh,
And the zipper
we're
is
accept
not
that.
free.
Accept that.
But the postcards and sunglasses are free, and there's more
Yeah.
stuff. They're just slowly releasing it all.
Cool.
Yeah, and we'll get to some of that later. Next headline: lowering the bar. Lemon bar churro available near Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. So you know what a lemon bar is, right, Rain?
Yeah. I love lemon bars.
You can't improve a lemon bar,
You can't.
and so there's this churro, which is not going to be as good as a lemon bar.
And it's not going to be as good as a churro.
Yeah.
So,
Lowering
what's
the bar.
point?
Lowering the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. My next headline, probably my favorite headline name of this week: Dewdrop photo op. Meet Raya in DCA. Sadly, you cannot meet Raya's dad, but Raya is there in her whole getup with the hat and everything. Lunar New Year. Maybe that's why they saved her till after Mirabel.
That's what I'm guessing, but like, doesn't she come from like a non-specific Asian country?
That's the thing, though. There's a lot of Indian influence there, but if you count the other quote unquote Asian countries, those are in there. So it's Lunar New Year. It's not Chinese New Year.
Got it. I see.
A lot of people call it Chinese New Year because it's really big in China, but other countries celebrate Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
So there you go. So go and meet her. I want her hat. And final headline: downtown Diz Key. There is, and I don't know what this apostrophe is for, but I see it. I get it now. The Imagine cocktail at Jazz Kitchen. So it's, I assume, a gin cocktail, and it's got like a little the sugar crystal things.
Ooh, I like that. Those things are delicious, dude.
In there. And there is the Magic Shake secret menu item at Black Tap. These are for Magic Key holders only. There are Wetzel's Pretzels enamel pins.
What?
Yeah. Free with purchase. And I think there's different ones. One is all you need. All you need is love, but need is spelled Knead.
That's cool. I like that.
That's a good Wordle word.
Yeah, it
Need.
is.
Yeah. And the coolest thing, this one's free. Avengers Campus Blueprint Lithograph at World of Disney and Wonderground. So it looks like a blueprint. It's awesome.
That is cool. Check these out, dude. Check these out. I got these on Amazon. I don't know if I've showed them off before.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got it. It looks like the patent, you know. Speaking of blueprints, the monorail, the Omni Mover.
We'll talk about this later, but that's not our castle.
No, it's not our castle.
That will come up. But before we get into the topic, we kept telling people we'll talk about this just briefly. D23.
D23, my friend. D23. I am.
You're going.
Brandy and I are both going.
Yeah. So I am not.
Yes.
Why are you going, Rain? What's there for you at D23? What are you hoping for?
I am hoping for a Comic-Con replacement for the year. I'm hoping I get my con fix, but this time it's going to be with, you know, a little Disney magic in there. I've never done D23. It's always been my, like, not goal, but like I've always wanted to go, and it's so close. You know, it's down the street from me. You know what I mean? So it's like I just felt like it was the perfect time to finally go. Minus the whole COVID stuff.
Yeah. Perfect is a strong word.
Yeah.
But it's in September, right?
It's in September. Yeah. It's September 9th through 11th. September 9th is my mom's birthday. So, well, we'll see what happens there. But I'm hoping that, you know, is this COVID thing ever going to go away? I don't know. But I'm hoping it's at least better, you know, around September time. We will see. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like I'm specifically looking for. I just realized that when I went to Comic-Con and when I went to Anime Expo or any of these other conventions I've gone to, WonderCon, I'm always looking for Disney stuff. Or, you know, everyone wants to go to Hall H to see the new Marvel announcement or the Star Wars announcement or anything like that. And it's like, I think Disney's going to start holding back a lot from a lot of these other conventions and just start putting it at their own. Whether it's Star Wars, what's the Star Wars Celebration or D23. And the stuff I care about the most is the parks. So any park announcement is going to be a D23. Any like panels and stuff, I actually might want to go to. Compared to Comic-Con, where it's like, oh, you know, these people are going to have a panel like, you know, these artists, or which is all cool and everything. But most of the time, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. So this is just, it's my con fix, but Disney this year. Got it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I don't want a con fix ever again. I did PSX, PlayStation Experience, twice. Mm-hmm. And while it was great, so the first time was really cool because it was my first time doing a convention and it wasn't as crazy. Mm-hmm. It was just me and RJ. And then the second time I went with RJ and Josh. And we had a blast just because we were just messing around the whole time. We barely were able to play games because of the lines, and we're just not.
Yeah.
You know. But it was
I'm jealous.
Fun. But like
the PSX it's not around anymore. Who knows if it'll ever come back?
They've renewed the trademark. They've updated the app, so maybe. But they use the app for every convention.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And that was like at first they were traveling around, but now they're in San Mateo. Like the whole PlayStation headquarters. They did Anaheim Convention Center 2 years in a row. So people were thinking that's just their spot now because, you know, executives love California and E3's in LA. But what's nicer than LA? Orange County. So,
you know. Dude, I'm trying to figure out how I can take public transportation to get to the convention. So I don't have to worry about parking. And I don't have to, and you know, everyone's going to be parking in Toy Story. So I don't know how they're going to crack down on it, but I feel like this is the year they're going to start cracking down.
What I did at PSX, I just said I'm going to Disneyland, and they made me park at the far part of Toy Story. Because there's a convention side, and they won't let people park there.
Oh,
they make you pay extra. They make you pay for the convention parking. They'll split the parking. So I just said, "Oh, I'm going to." They're like, "You going to the convention or Disneyland?" And I'm like, "What's the difference?" And they're like, "Convention's 15." I'm like, "I'm going to Disneyland." And they're like, "Okay, go to the left." And then they send you all the way down, so it's a longer walk.
Yeah.
But dude, just like I know it's money, but like Uber there, and then you could
Maybe.
drink.
Well, there's like a public transportation in Anaheim that's like Uber. It's not the bus. It's like it almost looks like a little golf
Oh,
cart.
yeah, I've seen it. It's at
Ye-
City Center.
Yes, yes. And it's specifically for Anaheim residents. You can use it and pay $1. So I don't know. If I can figure out how to use that by then, I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah, and you also have time to convince Brandy to record an episode.
All right, yeah, we'll see.
I'll be there too.
We'll see.
We can do that. We do 3,
Yeah.
But if not, we'll still do an episode because the announcements I assume will be public, so
Mhm.
there will be stuff to talk about.
Mhm.
That's in September, but yeah, I'm not going because it's fine. I'm just like I don't like fanaticism.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
a
get it.
fan of things. I'm not a fanatic. I don't like panels. I don't like standing around listening to people talk. I don't like schedules. I don't like lines.
Mhm.
And all this is going to be posted online within seconds. So it's like I've never been the con person. So, and now like another big con thing is either meeting people, don't care. I've met the homie Josh, so it's like
Yeah.
I can't meet Walt Disney. And exclusive merch, but I stopped caring about merch. And it's fine if you like merch. That's great. Like merch is awesome. I like some merch. I'm wearing merch right now. But it's just like no longer for me. So, it is what it is, but you could have fun. Sure Brandy will have fun.
Yeah.
And
we did Anime Expo a couple of years ago, before COVID. That was the first convention I think she had ever gone to. And dude, we had a blast. Like we ended up going to this like club thing for Anime Expo, and it was at an actual nightclub. Dude, Sos, his ex-girlfriend Brandy, and myself, we all went. No question about it, we were the coolest people there, dude. It felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, we had a good time.
I was gonna say one last thing about this. Not COVID.
You want to go to PAX?
Oh no.
No? I've always
No.
been curious, dude, about going to PAX.
No, forget them, dude. You heard about the sacred symbols thing they did?
Yeah, that was shady.
It's shady.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good. You can meet me at Disneyland, everyone. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. The last thing. It was like a day or two before Kimmy and I were in Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
and she brought up D23, and I said all the things I said to you. She's like, "Oh, I never want to go." So it was like you can't even convince her. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're good. But yeah, everyone who's going, have fun there. But there's your explanation as to why I'm not going. It's not for me. But yeah, if new Tomorrowland or bust, what else could they possibly?
We should do like a D23 predictions episode.
Trammin Plus. That'll be Trammin Plus.
That's the Trammin Plus for the month before.
Yeah, because that'll be like just a nonsense little like
Yeah.
yeah
Discussion.
we could do bets.
Bingo.
Bingo.
We can play bingo.
Oh,
man.
we'd have to make the bingo thing.
Yeah.
One last thing, everyone. You remember Sean Layden?
Of course I remember Sean
PlayStation?
Layden. Yes.
So Easy Allies used to do bets, and the best bet ever was how many seconds will Sean Layden's fingers be apart? Because he always talks with his fingertips touching, and he'd go like this, and then he'd bring them back.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it was like 62 seconds or something. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Is the next Trammin Plus? I would like to do the Blizzard acquisition.
Random.
It's a big topic in video games, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to record. Like, what we might do to make this easier?
Mhm.
Us recording in like normal seating positions as if we're facing each other.
Mhm.
I don't know.
We'll
figure
see.
that out.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, no. One good bet will be how many times does the D23 stream's white balance change? No. How many times does the white balance change because of light reflections off of Bob Chapek's shiny head? All right. That is enough nonsense, right?
That's
So,
enough. That's
it's
enough.
time. Yeah, that's enough. So it's time for our Big Thunder topic of the week. Common misconceptions. So, there are a lot of common misconceptions about Disneyland. And you have two dudes tramsplaining. So
Let's spread our legs open,
Let me-
dude, and
no,
take
no,
up
no.
the whole row on the tram.
Let me put my foot up on the bench, one knee up, and tramsplain to you. So I just want to give a shout out to Eduardo. I don't know if I was already cooking this episode, but he wrote in about this in September 2021. And he was like, why don't you write about like things people get wrong or complaints and so on? Because I saw it. I was putting his DM in for so we have it so good. I don't even know. Oh no, I think he sent us something.
Yeah.
And I was going through all the DMs and I scrolled up and he wrote about this. I'm like, oh well, here you go. So whether or not the credit's yours, you're a part of this. So thank you, Eduardo. But yeah,
Thank you.
So we're just gonna. Kimmy helped me a lot with this episode. It was all like, this is one of those things where I knew every single thing she was talking about, but you can't just remember these things. You know, like, oh, what's something people get wrong all the time? Like, you got to sit there and think, right? So she knocked a bunch of these out for me or with me. And so thank you, Kimmy. But yeah, it's hard to explain what I mean by common misconceptions. But you guys will figure it out as we go along. So number one, and these are in no particular order. The circle marker, the gold circle under the castle is the center of Disneyland. It is not. Just a survey marker.
That is fake.
Yeah, it's just a survey marker. You use it to say like, oh, this is this height, this is this distance from the other survey marker, and you see if elevation has changed.
Yeah.
Or blah 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 from the earth moving. So yeah, it's not the center of Disneyland. That wouldn't make sense. It's kind of, towards the back. So, and also like, yeah, the center of Disneyland changes as we move things and add lands.
Right. Yeah. Star Wars Land by itself, or Galaxy's Edge by itself, that just probably meet the center, probably closer to Golden Horseshoe, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and things are very deliberate in Disneyland, but like, come on, that thing is centered with the castle, so
yeah,
that tells you something. But yeah, it's just a survey marker. But speaking of the castle, misconception number 2. Should have numbered these. The castle has a hotel room in it.
It
not.
doesn't?
No.
What?
You serious?
Walt Disney World does. That's what it is.
Sleeping Beauty's castle does not have a suite in it. Cinderella's castle is at Walt Disney World. Sleeping Beauty's castle is filled with a walkthrough. There's no room for anyone. You walk through like the whole castle. Yeah. So definitely no hotel room in it. So if you're thinking of staying there, wrong park. And if you think rich people can just book it, they cannot. You have to just win in sweepstakes. So it's a winners only thing. And I think maybe, I don't know. Anyways,
I saw this lady on Twitter who walked us through staying at the Cinderella's Castle Suite in Walt Disney World, I think in like 2005. And she just had
it started, I think.
I think it was the actual year it started. And as cool as it sounds to stay in the castle, it didn't look all that great. Like, it was fancy, but it was your infamous cheesecake fancy. And
it looked like dude, that was 2005 fancy. 2005
true.
Fancy was Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's very cruise ship because it's very small. It's tiny, right? There's no room in there. But speaking of suites, the Dream Suite is above Pirates of the Caribbean. It used to be.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Dream Suite that I think like special people could stay in. It is now 21 Royal, a private restaurant that 12 people can rent out for $15,000 for one night. There's no more suite there. That's like a seating area or something. Like you get that whole area, it's open, but they even took out the Dream Suite signage and put the little 21 thing in
Right,
there.
right.
So there's this whole huge area for the 21 royal people.
I want to know where the famous people stay now. Like where Walt Disney's family stays. Is it going to be in Disneyland Hotel or Grand Californian or
So the Grand Californian, I think Justin Scard had a video on this because he knew he had one of those friends, you know.
Hmm.
There's the El Capitan suite at the Grand Californian.
Wow.
It is 2 stories tall, but it doesn't have 2 stories. It has its own like kitchen with a chef and like 4 or 5 bedrooms.
Holy
Like
cow.
because I think like the Disney CEO stays there when he comes down, you know.
It's a current this is in 2015. In 2015, it was $5,500 to stay per night.
Could be worse.
It's probably a lot worse now.
Yeah, but there's 3 of those suites, but the El Capitan one is in the center. You could see it from the outside. Like it's high. It's got like a square roof because it's so tall. But yeah, huge windows and everything. And then there are also the themed suites in Disneyland Hotel. But I think those are more like, I don't think they're 5,500, but they might be actually. But those are like, you could rent those out. You have to call it time. They won't tell you the price. I definitely want to stay in one of those.
One day.
Like there's the Frontierland Big Thunder one. There's a Pirates one or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are pretty cool. And you could see from the outside, like the theming. Yeah. So speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, next misconception. Walt Disney's frozen head is under Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on, everyone. Come on.
Come on, dude. Oh my God.
You know it's not.
It's in Forest Lawn, duh.
Yeah. Wait, it is? Oh yeah, the Hollywood.
He's buried there, yeah.
Yeah. The Hollywood Hollywood one? Hollywood Hills? What it is?
I think so. Yeah, Hollywood Hills Forest Lawn.
Yeah. Yeah, not to be morbid. My maternal grandparents are there. And you like at the funeral, you could just see Walt Disney Studios. Like
okay.
Animation, the hat, and all that.
Yeah.
Because it's basically in Burbank. So yeah. So
dude, speaking of that, I went to now that you mentioned that, and it just like it triggered a memory in my head. I went to it's being covered now. I went to a Drew Struzan event there. At that exact that cemetery where he showed a lot of his art. Oh, here you go.
Wait, you went to an event, the cemetery?
At Forest Lawn, they had a art gallery opening night thing for Drew Struzan and all of his art, which included the Indiana Jones Temple of the Forbidden Eye art that he did. But that guy's a monster, dude. But yeah.
He's the one who keeps all the originals, right?
Yes, yeah. This is a print. This is definitely a print. But Pan's Labyrinth print. But he has some Star Wars. He did all the Star Wars ones in his garage in Pasadena. That guy's a boss, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The only thing that would get me to live in Pasadena is if I could get my hands on that house that was in the Bird Box movie.
Oh, that's in Pasadena?
I think it is. It's like a beautiful craftsman house.
Dude, every like home in the movies is in South Pasadena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw Old School, South Pass. Yeah, Halloween, South Pass.
Westworld season 2, the India scenes are that hotel is just the Langham in Pasadena.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that used to be a Ritz-Carlton, and then it became the Langham, and my parents stayed there, and I had like dinner for my birthday there. It's really cool. It's like
it used to be a Ritz-Carlton?
Yeah.
That's where I got trained for Apple.
At the Ritz-Carlton Pasadena.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
That
Applewood.
Yeah.
Applewood smoked bacon. Okay. So this one is an interesting one. The Pirates of the Caribbean real human skull. So the jury is out on this one. We don't know.
Who knows, dude?
So there used to be a full skeleton or multiple from the UCLA medical blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And then the skull at some point was real. We're not sure if it is real anymore
Hmm.
because random people from Disney have said, but no like statement has been made. So this could just be a myth or an urban legend at this point.
You know, while we're here, and I didn't add anything to this doc as usual, but I have something off the top of my head that I didn't see here, and I just learned as a, and it's a disconception.
What is it?
So, do you know the? Well, of course you know. By the wishing well, the stone, you know, little stone statues of the dwarves and the Snow White.
Yeah.
Okay. The Snow White is the same size, and it was, you know, they were like, oh, you know, they're supposed to be the same size, blah blah blah. That's why she's up, and it shows forced perspective because she's higher than all the other, you know, the seven dwarves. So Kevin, forget his last name, that Imagineer who just recently left Disney and didn't go to Florida. The guy who used to be the big skipper, the Jungle Cruise skipper. He went on TikTok, and I saw this TikTok talking about the original story of how those little statues came to be. So it was originally known in the Disney world that they were a gift, I think, from an Italian artist. And Walt Disney accepted them and you can't tell somebody a gift is wrong, right? Which is why Snow White is smaller. He wasn't going to be like, oh, you know, she's wrong. So they just kept them and they made, you know, the best out of it. John Hench, one of the original Imagineers, like old, you know, legend. They were cleaning out his desk a couple years ago, and they found all the original paperwork for those statues. It was not a gift. It was completely, you know, John Hench designed them himself. And the reason why Snow White is smaller was a mistake. He just,
Wow.
he just didn't realize it. And to cover up the whole thing, he came up with the forced perspective thing of putting it higher, which that is pretty genius. You know, that's cool. But Walt Disney said, you know, let's just we can make a story behind this, you know, and they'll just be a gift to me. And that's what they went with, and they went with that for years until a few years ago when they were cleaning out his desk and found the original files.
Wow.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, I
And
didn't know this because Kimmy has told me the story about the gift thing.
yeah.
I knew. Oh, wow.
And also those statues, they're not the original ones anymore. The original ones they were going to be transported to a museum. While they were being transported, the forklift driver dropped the pallet and Snow White got shattered into pieces. So it's now like in Disney archives somewhere, all botched up together, because it lived at Witt Enterprises in Glendale.
Wow.
So those ones that we see now were replicas made for Disney Tokyo in 1982. And they just made a whole new cast and, you know, a duplicate and sent it over here to replace them because the marble was starting to disintegrate from the old ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, dude, this guy just went on. Now that he is like not part of the whole Disney world, he is just unhinged telling all these stories. And it's so entertaining because it's like things that you thought your whole life were like magical or whatever. It's like, nah. It's a part of the facade of Disney.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah. I did not know that. But yeah, I wonder what's next, man.
Yeah.
What he says.
Mm-hmm.
But what's next in this episode? Have you heard the story about the Haunted Mansion wheelchair?
No. What is this?
This is again it's partially a misconception, partially like a ghost story. People are like,
Mhm.
oh, someone died and they left a wheelchair, blah, 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 blah. So friend of the show, our friend Melody, used to work in Haunted Mansion. And I'm like, I know this isn't some ghost story, but I think I've caught a glimpse. There's like a wheelchair somewhere in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
What's up with that? And she was like, well, if the ride completely stops and we have to evacuate someone, it's way easier if halfway through the ride there is a wheelchair for someone who needs it instead of having to take a wheelchair all
That
the way
makes
around the
sense.
ride.
That
to
makes
grab
so
the
much
person.
sense.
So
Well-
that's all it is. That is all it is.
Hmm.
So yeah, the bullet hole thing though, totally real.
Got
So
it.
there you go. Some of it's real, some of it's not. Um, but I don't know how common of a disconception this is, but I definitely didn't know. People think the Dole Whip has dairy in it. It is a total vegan treat.
I feel like I learned this not too long ago and I forgot it and I just relearned it.
Yeah, there were years I didn't eat it because I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to take pills, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's vegan. It's vegan. You could just eat that Dole Whip to your heart's content.
Hmm.
So, yeah, delicious, of course. And this is going around the town for quite some time.
I remember this.
Do you remember Andy's Coming? Yes.
God, that was the
Andy's
most
Coming.
annoying thing, dude.
If you yell Andy's Coming to a Pixar character, they will fall to the ground and pretend they are toys. This may or may not have happened one time. And then people thought it was a thing.
Yeah.
Cast members got annoyed by this, of course, because one, the costume people aren't supposed to do that. They'll ruin the costume, the head could fall off, all that kind of stuff. So they would just say things like, Andy's in college. And like, no, he's not. You know, it's like, this was.
That's annoying, dude. I hate it when people would do that. I heard it so often. Well, 10
I've
years
never
ago.
seen someone do it.
No? Oh my
No.
God, dude. Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Okay, we get it, dude. We everyone knows what's supposed to happen, but we all know it's not going to happen. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Got
So
me
that
upset.
is definitely not real. What I do want to know, someone find out. On Woody's foot, does it say Andy or
It
whatever her
does.
face?
It does. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. So this next one, I do still hear this. Isn't Disneyland free on your birthday?
This is the Catalina Flyer, dude.
It is not. It was for 1 year, if not 18 months, but 1 year. I think it was 1 year in 2009.
Hmm.
And so it was, if you could prove it's your birthday with like a birth certificate in 2009, you get free admission to Disneyland. And the ad campaign was called What Will You Celebrate? Like the whole year was called that.
That's cool.
So I go to Disneyland for your celebration. And, you know, that's how to get people to go to the park because 2009 was probably not that great for travel and other things.
Yeah.
And would I have loved to buy a house in 2009?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, speaking of prices, I would call this a misconception that the Disneyland food is bad and overpriced.
I agree. I agree with you 1,000,000%.
There is definitely a higher quality and more unique selection than normal at
Yeah.
Disneyland. And the prices, especially now, fall in line with inflation in other restaurants. Like they raise prices. Bread bowls are like $11.95. And dude, you go to Big Mac, close enough. You go to McDonald's, you're not leaving there for like less than $10 at this point.
No way. Unless you get pure dollar menu stuff.
Yeah.
But if you get a regular meal, no way.
Dude, one slice of cheese, get out of here. You know?
Yeah.
And McDoubles aren't even $1 anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, this okay. The prices, they definitely are they're fine. Like they cost as much as a meal costs anywhere else. Even like a place like Chick-fil-A now. Like nothing's cheap. But you have Docking Bay 7, Tropical Hideaway, Pim's, the Shawarma Carts, Ronto Roasters, Plaza Inn, all the seasonal stuff, the holidays, the festivals, Lucky Fortune Cookery and Cocina Cucamonga these days, the Studio Catering Company truck, and award wieners. They're just picking up all that slack.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you go to Pizza Planet, Pizza Port, whatever, Galactic Grill, yeah, it's burgers and pizza, you know. But if you just look, dude, no, you don't even have to look hard. There is a ton of good food. And you know, some of it's a little expensive, bows, whatever, but dude, it's not even close to, aren't the beers like $8?
I think a little more now. I could be wrong.
9 or 10, let's say.
Yeah.
A beer at a Ducks game down the street, down Ball Road, is like minimum $15, I think.
Yeah, no.
So,
We're
for
not at
the
that
bad
level.
beer. Yeah. So I think it's fine compared to anywhere else you can go.
The only thing that they overcharge on, which I 100% back, are drinks.
Dude, but it's a bang for your buck in terms of alcohol.
No, not alcohol. Soft drinks.
Oh.
Yeah. You're talking about $5 for a large. Or like when I was there yesterday, Brandy's friend Cindy bought a water bottle, smart water bottle, the large one, $9.
Jeez.
$9, dude. I was like,
smart water is never a smart choice.
no. But I'm like, $9, dude. And she had a hydro flask. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Dude.
Why
I didn't even ask. I didn't ask. I didn't want her to make her feel bad when she came back, so.
Pro tip, everyone. They don't give you a water cup at Red Rose Tavern. They give you a cup of ice full to the brim, and there's the little water fountain there. So go grab 2 cups of ice, throw it in your hydro flask, and fill it up.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
Cold water. That's why people would buy bottled water. It's not cold out of those dispensers. You get ice. And any place that has mobile order, if there's you could just walk straight past the registers to mobile order and just say, excuse me, can I get a cup of water, please?
Yeah.
Remember to say please. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, sure. And they'll give it to you. They don't care. They don't care one bit. They're supposed to give it to you anyway. So, yeah, on that note, alcohol prices are outrageous. They're not. They're a heavy pour at Disney. Sometimes, okay, the cozy cone,
Yeah.
trash. Don't get your drink there. But like Hollywoodland, dude, you don't. They'll hit you.
They
Not
will.
immediately, but they will. But dude, nothing hits you like Lamplight.
Or Trader Sam's.
Yeah, Trader Sam's too, dude.
They're
Trader
heavy.
Sam's, you get 2 of those slushy drinks. Woo!
Wow, you're cruising.
Cruising, dude.
Yeah.
That open ocean with a splash. That
Love that.
you weren't even done with the first one.
Yeah.
You ordered the second, but then you finished that and you're like, ooh.
Yeah. I felt it, dude.
So,
I felt it.
yeah. Now, yeah, beer, it's higher than like a bar, let's say, but less than a sporting event. So,
Yeah.
but that's just beer. But yeah, the drinks are you could have fun off of 2 drinks, let's say. You're not getting drunk, but
I think Oga's is probably a little more expensive though than normal, right? It's that Disneyland tax.
No, they're like $15-$16. The seasonal ones cost that much now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't really checked because at this point, dude, when you're there and you want something that's not merch, you're just gonna pay.
Yeah.
Like if you're on a budget, you've already entered the park with that, and you're not gonna want things. You're just gonna be like, I just want to go on rides. But when you go in there, you're like, I want the seasonal drink. You're not gonna be like, ooh, I thought it was 12 and it's 16. It's like, you're not.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, not as bad. This next misconception. The second bust with a mustache in Haunted Mansion is Walt Disney.
Yeah.
It is not.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah. That mustache was very popular for that time, little pencil mustache. And it was just one of the singers at the time. He just looked like that. There's no, and I think it just makes it more suspicious that he's the singer with the head cut, or the head is cut off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The head is broken off, so people are like, oh, it's the special one. It's Walt. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's like the baritone, right? Or like he's like the deep voice of the singers.
Creepy creeps material. Wait, is it creepy creeps? Oh, creepy creeps with dreary eyes.
Yeah,
dreary eyes or weary eyes.
Dreary. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's dreary eyes. Yeah, there you go. That's all you get from me.
Just the eyebrow thing.
Well, yeah, they got to be real emotive, you know.
Yeah.
So this next one. I believe this for a time. I believe this misconception. that when Jack Sparrow is wearing a hat, it's Johnny Depp, and he is allowed to come to the park to be Jack Sparrow anytime he wants. If he is wearing the hat, it is most likely him, but he's only been there like a couple times for like a PR tour.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, turns out it was him the other day. That's like, no, it's not.
And
It's always that same actor.
When they showed those people reacting to him, okay, I get being excited and stuff, but like, could you not tell that, an animatronic versus a regular person, especially on Pirates, it's pretty obvious. I don't know.
No, I remember when they did that, they shut off the animatronics, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so it was like a big thing, and he just was off script.
Ah.
Yeah, I could have been on it that day. But
Mm.
RJ told me they were closed.
Yikes.
Tisk. Yeah, it's fine. I was there though. All right. So this next one. People don't die at Disneyland. They
Ooh,
wait
they are
till they're
wrong.
off the property to declare them dead. No. People have died at Disneyland.
Yeah.
The saddest, worst one. Oh, yeah, and we got this wrong. Whoever died on was it Carousel of Progress? That was Disneyland.
That was Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't even want to say what happened because it's like sad and terrifying. So
Jeez.
go ahead and look that up if you would like.
Dude, there's been a lot. Like, I'm just on this Wikipedia article, and it's long of all the incidents that there have been at the parks.
There was the Big Thunder, dude. Remember?
Yeah, that one was. Oof. Let's see how many. Wow, jeez, yeah, it's a lot, dude. Skyway, people have died on the Skyway. Jeez. Yeah, no, I think it's in the hundreds. The hundreds of people, probably at all the Disneyland resorts, but let's see. True. Yeah, 15-year-old and 64, 19-year-old 66. Jeez. Dude, and imagine back then. Back then was it was easy to get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. The carny mentality.
The first one was a 15-year-old stood up on the Matterhorn. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yikes. Oh.
Okay, well, maybe you'll get a Deaths of Disneyland. I'm joking. We're not doing that.
Dude, I went to I think I talked about this. I went to a podcast recording of God, it's one of those big podcasts. It's My Favorite Murder. And it was at the Grove of Anaheim. And it's these two girls that talk like us. But they talk about just murder stories, right? And like unsolved murders or just regular murder stories. And when I saw them at the Grove, I went with my sister and my mom. They talked about all the deaths at Disneyland. Oh. Because they were in Anaheim. One of them's an Anaheim native. She comes from Anaheim, so yeah.
Well, there you go. Go listen to them. Listen to them. Tell them Trammin sent you. No one cares. Okay. I think this is like my most hated one. This next misconception. The fireworks get canceled to save money. Listen. When Disney wants to save money, the weekly schedule just says this is Mickey's Mix Magic with projections.
Yeah.
Or projections only. Right? They just tell you there's no fireworks today. And that's all. Yeah. That's all it takes. They check. I know they even say this, which is probably why people don't believe it. There are high winds at higher elevations. That's where they check it. They send up a weather balloon or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is exactly, but like they check the weather or the wind where fireworks are, and wind is way different up there. Like you can even feel it when you're up on a hill. So they wouldn't gather a bunch of people up in all these spaces, which is such a pain for cast members and everyone else, and then at the last minute cancel and make everyone mad, and they go home and say, Disneyland sucked, they canceled the fireworks. They don't want to do that.
No,
if Disneyland wants to save money, you could see them saving money. They're not hiding it.
Yeah.
You see the dirty floors, the smelly bathrooms, whatever. It's just
the broken animatronics.
Yeah. So it's just not something that happens, especially because we just have days without fireworks. It's just that easy. They could just say there's just no fireworks this weekend, Yeah. It is what it is. So before I get to this last one, Rain, you have any more lingering?
Let's see. Disney disconceptions. Mm, can you get a discount because you have a pass on a ticket? I hear that a lot.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
And
Yeah.
no. It's as simple as that. No.
Yeah, they do promotions sometimes where it's like, oh, you could bring your friend in, but you have to go too. You get 3. I did that once with Tori and Viviana.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, we want to go to Disney for a day, so we'll get the discount ticket and we'll hang out. I'm like, okay. But yeah, there used to be the blackout tickets where if you're
That's
blacked
right.
out, you could pay half price.
Mhm.
But yeah, none of that anymore. And yeah, back then it was worth it because your pass was like $100.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know. So yeah, none of that. So kind of on that, in that same vein, breath. What's the other word for that? In that same spirit.
Spirit.
I think the most common disconception among Disney fans is that Disney owes you something.
That's pretty meta. I love it.
Disney doesn't owe you anything. You are owed what is advertised. You are a customer. You are a dollar amount to Disney. You're not Disney's friend and they're not your friends. You're guests. You are guests. They are hosting you. Yes, sure. But guests don't get to come into your home and make demands, right? Just because I let someone into my house doesn't mean they can go through my stuff and say, you invited me here, so, I could use your bathroom in the master bedroom. Like, no, use the guest bathroom. It's like, oh, I can go in your closet. No, that's backstage. You can't go there. Disney doesn't owe you anything. Now, in false advertising or misleading you, whatever, yeah, sure. But you are owed what is advertised, which is you're led into a park and you can eat, drink, and ride whatever they decide is open and available. And that's all. That's all you get.
Well said, my friend.
Yeah, and if you want extra special things because you have a pass, the pass doesn't mean you're Disney's close best friend. It just means you paid extra for some extra things. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reservation thing is a non-issue now. That is gone.
Gone. Completely gone.
I could go right now. I could go tomorrow, the next day. It's gone. It's fine.
Yeah.
So there isn't even that anymore. So, you are a paying customer, and as cold as that sounds, especially because I love Disney, I love the parks, I love animation and all that. That is what we are. So if you just adjust your expectations to there, you probably have a better life. It's not like it's not cynical. I mean, it is slightly cynical. I feel like that's a band, slightly cynical. But it's like, if you just know that, hey, money is just what gets you things, you just accept it, and accept there's some things you can't have.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Expectations are the thief of joy. We're just running with that constantly. So it's time for our lightning round. I have just mispronounced things or things that people just call wrong, just like real boom, 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 boom. So let's go. Number 1, California Adventures.
Oh, I hear that all the time, dude. All the time.
Now, there was an S, but not there. It used to be Disney's California Adventure, and now it's Disney California Adventure Park.
Yeah.
But it's California Adventure. Only one adventure. Right. 2, the haunted house, the spooky house, the scary house. It's Haunted Mansion.
It's Haunted Mansion. That's right.
Haunted Mansion. This is, I've just heard this a couple times. This is another one from Melody. People used to ask her where the Transformers ride was.
No way.
And she would say, that's in Universal. And they would say, no, I saw it in a commercial. And she goes, I can assure you there's no Transformers ride here. This one is not your fault. These next two. This is just, things that we don't really care about. Small World is actually called It's a Small World, all lowercase. Bugs Land was actually A Bugs Land, all lowercase, because of A Bug's Life. It was the joke. What's funny is Pizza Planet, Alien Pizza Planet, is called Pizza Planet. But it used to be called Pizza Port. But people used to call it Pizza Planet because of Toy Story.
Yeah.
So maybe Disney did it just to get people to stop saying it wrong.
I still call it Pizza Port.
That's funny. Yeah, I think I do too. But yeah, I would always get confused. Like, is it port or planet? And it used to be red with 2 D's, Rockets Pizza Port. I don't even know who that is. This is a recent one. Paradise Pier in California Screamin'. I say Paradise Pier a lot.
Yeah. I say California Screaming all the time.
Yeah, or just Screamin'. And that's not even on purpose. It's just how it is. My cousin once thought Maliboomer was still there, but that was like 10 years ago. So here's what's funny. People call this ride Soarin' Over the World. And it's actually soaring around the world, but it was soaring over California. So,
and it still should be soaring over California.
Still should be, but people keep the over. So we call this next ride the Teacups. It's called the Mad Tea Party.
Is it really?
Like, it's just straight up called Mad Tea Party. They're not the Teacups.
So they had Mad Tea Party in DCA and they had Mad Tea Party in Disneyland before. The same name, 2 different attractions. Huh.
But doesn't that tell you something that it is the Mad Tea Party?
Yeah.
Now it was just the letter T in
got it.
DCA.
Got it.
And dude, there are 2 Mad Hatter stores in Disneyland, so not really much of a stretch.
True.
Yeah. This season pass. There are no season passes. They're annual passes. And now they're not even annual passes. They are
keys.
Magic Keys. And what's funny is they weren't even annual passes. It was an annual passport.
That's true. Very true.
Because you have a single day passport. They weren't tickets. Now they're tickets online, but they're called passports because of the different lands you can go inside Disneyland.
But
yeah,
cute.
it was
I like that.
Yeah. But no season pass. But some cast members say it. And I wonder either like, do they just say it because they just do or because they used to work somewhere else?
Yeah.
And then a recent one, Star Wars Land.
I say that still all the time.
You said it today.
Yeah, I said it on the show.
It is Galaxy's Edge. It's technically Star Wars : Galaxy's Edge. Just like Millennium Falcon is actually Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And those are just there because people recognize it. It really is just Smuggler's Run and Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. But the other words are for SEO and recognition.
Yeah.
And Cinderella's Castle. We don't have Cinderella's Castle. We have Sleeping Beauty's Castle.
Cinderella's the tall one.
Yeah. There's a lot of art for Disneyland. Like, I have a Disneyland shirt that has the wrong castle on it that Disneyland made.
I think the new Spirit jersey that just came out, do you see the all black and gold outline?
No, so that is Disneyland's old logo. It's like close in it. That's Sleeping Beauty. It is. Okay. I thought so too. But yeah, it's just the line art. But yeah, there is sometimes merch that they just use Cinderella's castle. Like the Lego Disney castle is Cinderella's castle. It's
yeah.
They get weird with that stuff. But yes, we have Sleeping Beauty's castle. And I believe the next one is going to be Fast Pass.
We still say it.
Yeah.
Lightning Lane? What's a lightning lane?
The problem is you have Genie Plus, the service that lets you enter lightning lanes, but you don't have a thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And we still call Magic Keys passes. Yeah, those are some quick little mispronunciations. If you have any of those, write those in. We'll put them in your right.
Please.
I know there are more, but there's like technicalities. Like the Tiki Room is Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, but it's like not everything is like that. You know?
I have one.
What's that?
Did you know that the Tower of Terror was actually converted to a ride called Mission Breakout? Not Guardians?
Yeah, it's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Yeah. Who calls it Mission Breakout? No, nobody calls it Mission Breakout.
Yeah. And I still call it Tower of Terror. And I'm bitter about it, but that's not why I call it that. It's just easier.
Yeah.
But I will call it Guardians. But yeah, that's a good one. It's a lot of rides that people just get wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I think Monsters Inc. is like Monsters Inc.
Sully to the rescue?
It's like Mike and Sully's something.
Mike,
Little Mermaid.
yeah, Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue.
Wow. Yeah, and then Little Mermaid is the Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventure. But,
Jesus,
yeah.
it's
But
a mouthful.
it's Grizzly River Run, not Rapids.
I heard Bigfoot Rapids the other day. I was like, wrong park, and that's actually not called that anymore at Knott's. So,
yeah. So there's quite a few things like that. But that's not, we're not here for technicalities and pronunciations. But yeah, if you have any fun ones like that, let us know. We'll put them in because that is fun. So it's time for I like got confused on how I do this. It is time for We Have It So Good. So We Have It So Good is a segment in which members of the Tram Fam, just like you, can write in with what they miss and appreciate about Disneyland. So Mike writes in, "Hey guys, I have a We Had It So Good. I missed the Mad Tea Party in DCA and the Electronica arcade. It's Flynn's arcade. Also, the nighttime shows like Phantasmic, especially the sailing ship Columbia's Cannon and the Dragon, and rest of the entertainment."
amen.
And I told him Rain's gonna love this because the
Yeah.
Mad Tea Party.
Mad Tea Party and Electronica. Loved Electronica.
That reminds me. I just said it. Electronica,
Fantastic.
No. There's.
Is it? Oh, that's wait. That's not how you spell Fantasmic, right?
It's not, but that's fine. That's not what I was gonna say.
But that isn't there like an old movie called Phantasm? And that's how you spell it? Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Hold on. There is a Phantasmic. Let's see. It's not Tom Sawyer's Island. It was like one more, like it was a lightning round thing.
One more thing.
Huh. Yeah, exactly. Phantasmic. What is related to Phantasmic?
World of Color.
It's not that one. I don't know. Maybe I'll remember. Maybe I won't.
Rivers of America.
Oh, right. No, that's later. It's fine. We'll get back to it. So, Rain, stop highlighting things. Throw me off. Okay. So Jackson, Spokebusters, writes in. Goes, "Oh, totally meant to mention this sooner, but I've got to We Have It So Good. I went to Lamplight Lounge this last trip and got a brunch reservation. He was a bit bummed because the lobster nachos weren't on the brunch menu.
That does seem like a brunch menu item. Sorry.
I decided to have the chilaquiles, and oh my lord, that thing is probably one of the best foods on the Disneyland Resort property. Cheesy, creamy, and the chips still have a nice crisp. Oh, and the frozen chocolate banana. That thing was great. Yeah, and I saw the picture. There's bacon on the chilaquiles.
Bacon on the chilaquiles. Wow.
Yeah. Dude, you got to open up his DM.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
I ordered Uber Eats on like my last day of Uber Eats because Amex stopped giving it for free. Breakfast from a local Mexican place, chilaquiles. And they were pretty good, but these looked better. These Disneyland chilaquiles look better.
Shout out to Café Cultura. There's one in Santa Ana, one in Azusa. Their chilaquiles, oof, delicious.
You know, we never thought about this because it's very common in most kitchens in SoCal. The Mexican food at Disneyland is probably pretty good because the cooks are probably Mexican.
Probably, yeah.
So shout out. Shout out to all cooks. But yeah, extra shout out.
Dude, they had bacon. What?
How good does that look?
Yeah. Open ocean. Shout out.
So yeah, shout out to the frozen banana. And then Monica writes in and said, "I was just at Disneyland and Rise of the Resistance. I'm so glad there's a standby now. I was never able to get a boarding pass before."
Heck yeah, dude.
So, speaking of, want to tell us about that, Rain?
Yeah, dude. I had 2 Disney trips in the past week. 2. So I was supposed to, from last time you guys heard about me or heard me speak on the show, I said I was going to go on Thursday. Canceled that res. Just didn't go on Thursday.
Yeah.
So instead, I went Friday and Sunday. Friday we went after work. Dude, Star Wars Day. Definitely Star Wars Day. And not even any of the rides. we went, headed directly to Docking Bay 7, and I had the noodles. Well, what are they called?
Dude, Dewback chili noodles.
Those things. Dude, didn't I fung at Disneyland without having any like pork, the pork buns or whatever they're called, just in noodle form. Oh my God, dude, these things were so good.
Is it not like it's better than the Felucian spread, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was bomb, dude. Holy cow. But Brandon and I both got our individual portions of that. And while we were eating, Brandy was able to grab a walk-up for Oga's Cantina. And when we were at Oga's, the only bad part of the night was that when they sat us, they stood us, I guess. They made us stand up on one of those little things. Dude, they squeeze 6 people per one of the, per those little standing areas. When it's good enough for like 4, but 6, that's a little much. So we were talking to the people next to us. They were cool. Where it was like 3 couples and we were all around the same age together. So, and they were like, "Oh, you guys have been here before?" I'm like, yeah. So, what do you recommend? Blah, blah, blah. They both got fuzzy tauntauns, first timers. I ended up getting the Coruscant Cooler. It's the bourbon drink. And dude,
Looks
delicious.
fun.
But the best thing I had at Oga's Cantina were the Batu bites.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. It was so weird and so random, the stuff that was in there. They had like
Always different.
Yeah, a bunch of dehydrated, vegetables and fruits. They had what looked like a seaweed fused with another like squash with like some chili on it. It was the weirdest thing, but it tasted so good. And they had the little chicharrone flour, spinning wheel things that you get.
Those are just wheat, right?
Yeah. It's just
They're not. They're not.
They're not actual chicharrones, but everyone calls them
Yeah.
chicharrones. Yeah.
Oh, they do. I don't know.
From what I know, there is no name. I don't know. And I went round 2 on the drinks, and I got the milk, dude. What was it?
Mugen tea.
Mugen tea. So unsweetened
Non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. And I bamboozled Brandy because she's like, "We're going round 2." I was like, "Yeah, we're going round 2. I'll get the Mugen tea." And the waitress is like, "Ooh, that's my favorite." And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." And then the girl next to us asked like, "Oh, what kind of alcohol is in there?" And I was like, you just, ratted me out. There is no alcohol." And Brandy's like, "What?" So, but dude, it was really good. Weird. Like everything in Galaxy's Edge, weird, but really good. The idea of mixing
taste the black tea. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. The idea of mixing black tea with milk, like chocolate milk, I don't know. It's just funky to me, but
it's chocolate milk tea.
Yeah. Wow, it is. It is, huh? Oh, how about that? Brandy got a couple drinks. I forget, which one that is. It has like the mango stuff on it. Let's see. Went on Winnie the Pooh. And actually, we did not go on Winnie the Pooh. The line was really long. It was crowded. It was a crowded day. Instead, we just went to Pooh Corner. Saw some pretty cool merch. Let's see. Found this little house, dude. Do you know where this is?
Yeah, I've taken a picture of it. It's at the end of Critter Country by the fence next to the exit of Pooh Corner.
What is it?
It's the Trammin Studio Loft.
Bingo. So, I also made a Sunday res. By the way, parking at Toy Story now, dude, is just so easy. Like, I have not waited 1 minute for a bus either way. It's been real nice.
Well, you gotta. There was no fireworks, I assume, or if there was, you gotta leave before or way after.
Or way after, yeah. There were no fireworks. So Sunday, we went again, and we showed up maybe like 3:00 or so. So this was yesterday. I was kind of, pretty hungry. So we got Ronto wraps. Had not tried it. And this is my first time ever eating a Ronto wrap. And I got the peppercorn sauce on the side. I was a little nervous. You know me and white sauces. I don't know. I'm just like, got it on the side. Delicious. Overall, that thing was so good. 100% agree though. 2 weenies. You get 2 weenies in there, it's perfect. But the one, it's a little. I didn't know there's turkey in it.
There isn't.
What is that then?
Also pork.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's pork sausage with sliced pork.
Huh. I see.
Yeah, it's a Ronto, right? It's a Ronto.
Ah, okay. Okay, so before that,
we're eating Rontos because the garden wrap is Ronto-less.
Got it. So before that, we met up with Brandy's friend Cindy and her cousin Chris, and Brandy's cousin Chris, who dates Cindy. Yeah, they're like our new Disney homies. I always go with them. But they're like, hey, we're gonna grab some ice cream. We grabbed some ice cream at the cart in Fantasyland, and I saw the banana. And I knew it took a little while to thaw. So I was like, you know what? Before I have my Wonto wrap, I'll get it now and let it thaw. Right. While I was there, I noticed something interesting. Disneyland sells Topo Chico now.
Oh.
Yeah. Regular Topo Chico and lime Topo Chico.
Huh.
Great additions to the park, dude. I love that stuff. Topo Chico is so good.
I feel like it's too expensive though.
I don't know how much it was. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
But I grabbed my banana and after we had the banana, I was like, you know what? Let me check some wait times. Rise of the Resistance, 60 minutes. I couldn't believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it. We went over, still had my banana in hand, eating in line, right? Until we get to the inside where I have to wear a mask, put on the mask. And we went on Rise. Just stand by. It was the nicest thing, dude. We actually only waited like 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And when we got out, off of Rise, I looked at the wait time walking by, 45.
That's crazy.
I was just I was shook, dude. I was shook. Everything in Disney yesterday was empty. I don't know. It was just like one of those fluke days where it didn't.
DCA is really busy right now because of Lunar New Year. Which is like shockingly, scarily busy. Like it's very busy. It's weird.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right. Because Chris and Cindy, I was like, oh, did you guys try the Lunar New Year food? And they're like, the lines are too crazy. We didn't even try. I was like, But Disneyland, yeah, empty, dude. It's so nice. Ended up hitting up Haunted Mansion. Went on Pirates. Went on Indy. All less than like 10-minute waits.
Nice.
It was really nice.
I haven't been on Indy in so long. I miss it.
Actually, I take that back. Indy did have a wait. We waited like 40 minutes for that. And when we were about to get off of Indy, in the Jeep, the seatbelts wouldn't come undone. And we were stuck for like 10 minutes.
That's scary.
And we just the ride got shut down because our car's seatbelts weren't working. So when we walked out, the ride was closed. It was so crazy. It was weird. But yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything we did? Matterhorn. We did Alice in Wonderland, and we've talked about it before. That's Goofy's voice, right? When you leave the first area,
huh?
When it opens the doors to go outside, you hear. No.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, dude. I don't know why Goofy's voice is on Alice in Wonderland. Anyways, yeah, great days. Great Sunday, dude. I hadn't been to Disneyland on a weekend. I don't think since we've had keys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I haven't been on a weekend. And it was just beautiful. Probably my favorite day since we've been back.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm starting to miss Disneyland. I'll be back soon. I gotta get that Lunar New Year stuff.
Yeah.
Kimmy tried some Lunar New Year stuff. She said the noodles are too small.
That's what I heard too.
Said the cold brew thing is okay.
Mm-hmm.
The latte. but I don't know. Yeah, and there's like some Magic Key photo op and all that kind of stuff, and it's exclusive seating area.
Yeah, I saw a
But
boba thing that looked pretty good.
but she saw what was it called?
Is the weenie bread?
Huh?
The weenie
No,
bread?
I don't understand that. I don't
Hmm.
understand that at all.
Dude, big shout out to my cousin, dude. Check this out. He gave this to me as like a late housewarming gift / Christmas gift for my keys.
Magic keys.
Yeah, magic keys, yeah. But I guess he's really into woodworking, and he tried to make it, and he said it came out horribly. So he's like, I just bought it on Etsy.
Wow, that's good. Let's see. There was just something I want to give a shout out to. Oh, right. There was for Lunar New Year. There is it's like a little. It's called Music Ensemble, called Melody of China, and they play like cool instruments, like Chinese music. Yeah, they're trying a little harder. Because I remember the first Lunar New Year. I remember it was like
it wasn't like one day.
No. It was 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
It was weird though. So yeah, glad you had fun, man. Yeah, you hadn't been in a while, so
I hadn't. I'm glad I went. I'm actually I had 0 reservations up until today, and my sister is planning a Disney trip for her fiance, and my niece, and we're gonna go on my niece's birthday in a couple weeks. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. Yeah. There was one thing I was gonna mention about Disney trips, reservations, birthdays. Oh, right. Jackson asked me this because I think we said it right. Are we gonna be there on St. Trammin's Day?
You know what? Let's do it, dude. Let's commit. Let's commit. What day is that?
I don't know.
17th. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday.
No one will be blocked. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That is March 17th, St. Trammin's Day. We should say DCA, right? So we could drink on St. Trammin's Day.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. So I know that's what we did last time. We didn't even go to Disneyland. But yeah, we're I think we'll commit to it. Are we committing, Rain?
We're committing.
Yeah, it's a Thursday. Nothing's ever on Thursdays. So yeah. Okay. So see us there. That's like you can look for us or DM Rain, and we'll be there. Maybe we'll get some stickers going. We'll see.
Nice. I know.
Thought about it.
By the way, shout out to the Tram fam that I ran into both days that I was there.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my God, I'm forgetting her name. I'm forgetting her. Well, yesterday I saw Sebastian and Amanda in line for the Haunted Mansion. Said what's up to them. Talked about the When We Were Young festival, because I'm really upset that they got tickets and I did not.
See how that goes, man. That might be the next fire,
Yeah, you never know. And they added a third day already because the demand is so high for that thing. Let's see, dude. I'm trying to find. Oh my God. Well, oh my God.
Met Christine.
Christine. Right? There you go. There you go. Yeah. Your employee Joe's wife. I was walking out on Main Street, and I'm walking, and she just comes up to me and she's like, Rain? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, I'm Joe's wife, Kirk's employee. And I was like, hey, I remember you. And we're talking for a little bit. She asked to take a picture, took the picture, and she asked if I had any masks on me. Any Trammin mask, and I was like, things are kind of extinct now, like kind of hard to find.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
Do you have any?
Back to work. Yeah, I have a couple at work. I'll give them to Joe.
Oh yeah. She wants one. And I was like, honestly, I don't have any merch on me. I walk around with nothing. So, and she's like, all right, see you later.
Yeah. Well, I think I've got at least one. So yeah, I'll get that to her. So yeah, that's funny. I haven't seen her at Disneyland, but yeah, it's funny where you got to be like, Rain, and you, instead of thinking, crap, is this some person whose name I forgot? Yeah, it's very possible they are a stranger who listens to you on the internet. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. Yeah, but always fun, right?
Heck yeah.
almost famous, right?
Almost. I was once him. Not anymore.
Yeah, we
Now,
can't even
dude, okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the hair or the beard or what, but do you remember Darlene? Darlene Melendez from high school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Me and Darlene were like that, dude, you know, all of
I
high school.
remember.
And now she's like a big time, she's an anchor in New Mexico. Now she's doing big things, you know. She randomly texted me. I haven't talked to her in years. And she was like, did I talk about this?
No?
No? Okay. She was like, congratulations on the MO. And I was like, oh, she found out that I moved, like that I got a house. And nope. She said, congratulations on the new movie. And I was like, what the heck? What is she talking about? And let me see. While I bring this up,
Is this Leonardo DiCaprio?
it's Leonardo DiCaprio in this new, Don't Look Up.
Dude, RJ sent it to me.
Did he really?
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, do I show Rain or not? let me find it.
Everyone's been telling me, and I'm like, I get, yeah. Dude, you tell me I look like Leonardo DiCaprio, I am okay with that. No matter, even if it's his worst looking he's ever looked.
You gotta take it that far. He still looks good.
Yeah.
He sent me this. And did you see this?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And I sent it to Kevin. He's like, yeah, that's actually, yeah, he completely looks like
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
not bad,
loading,
man.
but yeah. I thought that was funny.
It's good.
That was funny.
Who do I look like? I don't look like anyone.
You are
Anything
unique, my friend.
Huh?
You are unique.
Yeah. Someone else send something insulting. Go ahead. Can't be hurt. All right. Yeah, so that's all we have for We Have It So Good, I believe. So yeah, write in and look for us at Disneyland. I have a special compartment just for Trammin merch because my Reddit Secret Santa gave me a Lego backpack,
Nice.
and there are two studs on it. You know, the Lego studs.
Oh yeah.
They're circular zipper. So the top one is all my lactase pills for easy access, and then the bottom one is Trammin stickers.
Nice.
Yeah. And I gotta remember to like throw pins in there, like 1 or 2 pins like that. If I have it, you got the pin of the day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Rain, do you know what time it is?
It's
Pizza time.
nice.
It's time for one last bite. Rain, what is the best food you ate this week?
I gotta give it to the noodles.
Dang, there they are.
There they are. I had a lot of good food this past week too. Made some good spaghetti. My favorite DiGiorno came in clutch this past week. But those noodles, man, that was a treat. That was definitely a treat. And I'm gonna give my number 2 to the Ronto wrap. That was delicious also.
I like how you give out 2 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your best sweet though?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give a third. I'm gonna give a consolation prize. Just because I was so proud of myself, dude, that I came up with this. So the other day I made some, like gravy chicken with like smothered chicken is what they called it. And I was like, you know what? Since I know how to make gravy now, I'm gonna make some biscuits with gravy for breakfast with some
Oh,
eggs. I did it and it came out fantastic. That was my number 3.
wow.
Best sweet. That's a good question. The banana was definitely up there, dude. Because I let it thaw. And it was just the perfect thing.
So good.
Yeah.
so good.
As for anything else, I don't really think I had anything else other than the banana this past week. I'm pretty
What
good.
about the Mugen tea?
I guess that could be considered a sweet. I forget there's no alcohol because alcohol is not usually like a sweet, so yeah, the Mugen tea's up there also. Well, all
Yeah,
Disney
it's-
things this past week.
Dude, Galaxy's Edge. Put the team
Mhm.
on its back.
Mhm.
But that Mugen tea tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? It had some on top.
It did a little bit. I know what you're talking about, but it's a very unique taste. Unique.
I think, yeah, they could have just, I don't know if that one's pre-mixed. It
Mm.
could have just been mixed differently for the day. But yeah, mine wasn't or when Kimmy got it, wasn't as tea-like. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, my favorite food this week. So, I was not able to make it to River's birthday party. Shout out to River. Happy birthday, River.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. But and shout out to there's a River shake at Smoke Jumpers. It's like a blue raspberry shake with boba
That's
in
cool.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Kimmy's mom sent me a care package, a full-on tinga kit.
Oh, wow.
The rice, salsa, chips, tostadas, beans, and the tinga itself.
Nice.
And the chicken. And so that's got to be the best food I ate this week. I've had some good food, but there's something about like food that someone cooks for you or has cooked and gives to you, let's say, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it was cooked for the party, but like prepared for you, let's say.
Mhm.
Just it hits differently.
It does. It does.
Yeah. And if I felt like it gave me strength because I ate it right before this episode.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah. So thank you for that. But yeah, that was my best food easily. The best dessert, I don't know how. Just holding down the fort. Is the Jersey Mike's brownie. It's
I haven't had this, right?
I don't know.
I don't think
so.
I have. I don't think I
It's
have.
similar to the like
The Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A and the Starbucks brownie. But the thing about this one, the top is crumbly, but the bottom is like fudgy. But it's one thing. It's just the way it's cooked. It's not like 2 layers.
Mhm.
Put it in the fridge. I put it in
Mm.
like the cold drawer in the fridge. And it was
Nice.
like fudge, dude. And I love when brownies have have chocolate chips in them and those are cold and crunchy and then the
Mm.
rest is soft. I had 2 this week, dude.
Nice.
I had a Chick-fil-A milkshake this week. This beat that.
Wow.
Yeah, this was just too good. So, yeah, if you're ever at Jersey Mike's, don't get the hot subs. They're not good. I got a cold one day, a hot one the other day. The hot one, it's too much cheese.
Yeah.
Like, forget even cheese problems. It just wasn't good. But that brownie, so good. So, final question, because we didn't do movie talk, but I don't think there's nothing right.
Been watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother.
All right.
A lot. Like I saw like a season in a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what food item from another park is so Disneyland-ish that you either thought Disneyland has it or you think they would already?
Like another theme park.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised we don't have like a giant donut type thing. Like, here's the
Yeah.
huge thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Or butterbeer.
I don't know
to
why.
tell you that. Like, but not call
We
it
have-
butterbeer.
Oh, you mean like knockoffs?
Yeah. Like a
To
toffee
have-
beer. Toffee
Ah.
slushy.
Yeah,
Mm.
because we do have blue milk. That's like a thing from a movie that whatever.
Yeah.
What are some like iconic foods from other places or like something Disney just oddly doesn't have?
I mean, if you think about it, Knott's has their fried chicken and Disney has their fried chicken. They're
Yeah.
pretty like neck and neck on that. Knott's has boysenberry everything. They have their own beer. Disneyland doesn't have their own beer. I don't know.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah, there is no Disneyland brew. I wonder
Yeah.
if it's like some weird image thing.
I think so. 100%.
Yeah, we serve beer. We serve local beer, Carl Strauss,
Yeah.
Golden Road, but we don't make beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting one.
But actual food, dude, Six Flags food is so bad. It's so bad.
I've had it. It's like frozen mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. I had the chili fries there. Oh my god, dude. The worst decision ever to get those things.
Yeah,
Knott's
so does
Knott's cookies. Those little ones. The shortbread cookies.
yeah, there's a mini shortbread, but yeah, I guess Disneyland doesn't really have a sore spot, huh?
Mm-mm. Not really, no.
I'm trying to think. Little snacks. So like anything they don't have would be like because they don't want to mess, you know?
They have a lot more than every other park, dude. A lot more.
Yeah. Maybe this wasn't the best thought out question. Is there any food that people think is at Disneyland but is not? McDonald's French fries.
Bingo. Is there any food that should be at Disneyland and is not? McDonald's French fries.
This is like our Shrek, you know, it just has to come up every time. I'll try to find a way. Because where there's a will, there's a wagon.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So should I give us a with that?
I can't. Yeah, you can hit it, dude. You can hit it.
All right. Well, with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
see you real soon.
Bye.